Good evening, folks. Tonight I'm putting together a crown roast of lamb. And this is a spectacular dish for any special occasion, holiday occasion, or special dinner that you may want to put together. If you like lamb, I think you'll like this recipe. It's delicious and the presentation is always out of this world. So let me show you exactly how to prep up the lamb and roast it, and I think you'll find this quite interesting. Okay, we've got 2 racks of lamb, and what we want to do here is we want to cut these racks back. We're going to French cut these, and it's really important that you take the time to cut this fat away, because when you go to roast this, you're going to these little pieces of meat are going to burn, and it's just not going to really look right. So what you want to do is you want to cut this back and remove all of this excess fat. And I'm going to do this with both of these racks, and then I will show you the next steps. Now that I've got all these Frenched up here, what we're going to do is we're just going to come in here in between each of the ribs, and we're just going to make a cut like that, and like that, and like that. And what that's going to do is it's going to make this a lot easier to form into our crown. And I'll go ahead and do that on both of these, and I'll come back and I'll show you the next step. Alright, now that I have got those bones, what I'm going to do is just put some cross cuts into this fat, something like this, on both of these pieces here. And what we'll do is we'll take some aromatics. I've got some fresh thyme and some rosemary that I've chopped up, along with some garlic. And we're going to rub that in there. Season things up a little bit, like such. Cracked black pepper, of course. Get about a good 15 rotations or so on these. Alright, and then what we're going to want to do, we'll take some extra virgin olive oil. We'll just coat these off here like that. Hit this with a little sea salt. About a tablespoon or so. Then what I'm going to do is just rub all of that garlic and rosemary and black pepper right into that rack of lamb there. And we're going to let these things basically sit in the fridge for about 2-3 hours, and let them get marinated up, and then we'll come up. I'll show you how to tie these things off and turn it into a crown. Alright, now that we've got this all this marinated up here, what we're going to do is we're going to form up our crown here. Put the fat side in, and it's going to form up a nice little crown here. And all we need to do is take some butcher's twine. We'll cut a piece of this off, and alright, so what we're going to do here, get this thing into position, tie this up tight, put a little knot on there, like such, trim off the excess, like such, and then what we want to do is do the same thing on the bottom, just to tighten this up. A little bit more of the string here. Run this around the bottom, just like this. And I'll tighten that up. Okay. Taking that in there like such. Tighten that up right there. Tie that knot off. Right there. Alright, then we do is just take the final form of this, get this thing in the form of a crown, spread that out nice, and there, my friends, is the product ready to pop into the oven. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw this into the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes, and that'll give us medium rare when we go to plate this up. So we'll come back here after we put it in the oven and take a look at it. Alright, we've removed the crown lamb roast out of the oven, and what we're going to do is we're going to let this thing sit for about 10-15 minutes, because if we cut this thing right now, it's going to bleed out. We want this medium rare, so we need to let this thing sit out. Alright, this thing is all set up here. We'll remove the twine here. And we're going to cut up this. Like this right down here. God, that thing looks just juicy. Oh my God. Put that up on a plate. My friends, I'll tell you what. That is a nice piece of lamb. I'll tell you what, it's going to be tasty. Give this recipe a try. I guarantee you can't go wrong with it. It's great presentation. Thanks for watching. It's Glenn the Ball Chef, and as always, bon appetit.